Hey Cam, here's thought you'd like to see this. It's a prototype of the RF signal thing. The new one I'm building up. Doesn't have all the functions in it yet, but you can take a look at it here. This is the box. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, a little over 4 centimeters across, I guess, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 4.5 centimeters across, I guess. It's got a toggle switch to turn it on and off, push button to select some of the function or to select a function and do things like that. And then over here it's got a pot, and that's how you can go through menus. But uh, I'll I'll show you how that works. This isn't the box it's going to be in. Well, it may be in this box, but the pot would be on the top and stuff like that. I don't have the printed circuit board made for it yet. It's all point-to-point wiring. But anyways, you turn it on, and let's see if you can read that. Yeah, it says RF signal meter. That's version 1.1. Does it self-calibration. Now it sits here and waits for you to select the menu. From here, you could say, well, I want to do just a simple RF read. And here, I'll just show you an example. I got a HT on low power with no antenna on it. Because I'm pretty close to the device, so I don't want to get a halfway decent reading here. So what I do is now I press the button, and there you go. It says it's reading relative number is 216. It shows you some stars in the bottom. Here, I'll move the radio away a little bit. You can see what's happening to the number. And I'll move a little closer. So anyways, so you can see how that works. Then I just unkeyed the mic and say, by the way, there's an LED at the top. I don't think you can see that. Hold on, let me see it. So when the signal's on, there you go, the little LED. When it's transmitting or picking up a signal, it tells you. Let me see what it does here. Hold on. There we go. And you see that red light it's a red light comes on. It tells you that the signal's being read. Yeah, okay. Unkey it, and the signal goes away. Now put it back down here. Now the way it works, this is a menu. This pot here is a menu pot, so you can tell it what function you want it to do. And for example, it's got a battery check in it. So I got a dead battery in here right now. So let's see what it says. I'll press the button. It says battery voltage is 8.3, and it goes through a little fast. We'll do it again. And it says battery weak or USB. That means if you plug it into the USB, obviously there's no 9 volts. The USB just puts out a little over, or about 5 volts. So that's why it's saying, hey, maybe if you're using on USB, that's why I'm telling you it's a weak battery. It's not really a weak battery. It's just on the USB. Anyways, then let's see. So that was a battery, and there's where you would read stored values. If you took a bunch of different values, you would store them in here and then play them back to the screen, or possibly to your computer if I get around to doing that. This sets a sensitivity. If you're in a real noisy area, it may flicker around at 5 or 10 or 15 on the meter. So what you want to do is I'll have a function in there where you just set the sensitivity so it just picks up your radio and not noise, etc. And then let's see what else we got. Oh, that's where you store the values. And that menu will take you to another menu that says, okay, how many values do you want to take? And then that'll store them in a memory so you can play them back later. And then and that's just a simple RF read. You just want to use a simple old RF meter. That is about it. So I thought you might enjoy seeing that.